the game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Cyclones will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So TCU's offense will go on the attack first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Iowa State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. And the Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. Got a first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Sowell. The offense will quickly use the timeout. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Finds his man, it's Sowell. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
The Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Fires on the move. It's caught downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Hauls it in down the sideline. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted, still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Defense has been dominant. We reached the end of the third quarter. Nobody's been able to get on the board as we check out the stats. It's easy to think back to 2014, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, the last time we had a game go into overtime as a scoreless tie. Let's see if that's the way this one goes as we start the fourth. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught behind the line. It's Hansen. Touchdown, Cyclones! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
We finally get some points on the board. The defense has been dominating the day. Unbelievable job. 3/4 of shutout football. Now finally some points on the board. Let's see where this goes now once you've created some momentum.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover.
Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air, it's Beck. Pulls it in, it's Hansen. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
The sure hands, it's Hansen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got him. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Townsend. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The holder will mark his spot at the 34. A 44-yard attempt, almost certainly for the game. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. Looks like he's going to bring it out. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these